2 days after my contract died, my phone vibrated like a pulse finding a body. Unknown contact, no greeting. You should have learnt your lessons. Resume now. I stood in the empty apartment she insisted I keep after the separation. White walls, staged silence, nothing personal left behind. My resignation letter was still on the table, unsigned by me, signed by her board. CEO signature, my wife's. I read the message again, slower this time. Lessons. Resume. Outside, traffic hissed in the rain. Inside, something old and cold slid into place. I typed back with my thumb steady. Not happening. I'm the new CEO of your competitor's company. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. I smiled, not because I won, because she hadn't known, because control had shifted without sound. The phone rang. I let it ring. Then another message arrived. You're bluffing. That was when the second vibration hit. Not my phone, the doorbell. I didn't move. I already knew who it was, and I already knew why she'd sent him. The lawyer stood in the hallway like an apology wrapped in a suit. He didn't meet my eyes. He never had. Just here to finalize the severance, he said. Neutral voice, rehearsed calm. Severance from my own life. As he spoke, my mind drifted backward. Months of careful erosion. The late nights she called strategy. The dinners canceled for board emergencies. The way her phone slept face down. The way she stopped asking my opinion. Power changes people, or reveals them. I remembered the day she became CEO. Champagne, cameras, her hand squeezing mine just a second too late, like she'd remembered I existed after the applause faded. I had believed in partnership. She believed in leverage. The lawyer slid papers across the table. Stock options clawed back. NDA tightened. A clause I'd missed before. Non-compete voided by termination. Her mistake. Or her arrogance. Anything else? I asked. He hesitated. A micro crack. There's a personal matter, he said. He didn't finish. He didn't need to. I had already seen the signs. The driver waiting downstairs too often. The familiar cologne on a jacket that wasn't mine. A name on her calendar disguised as a vendor. Betrayal doesn't arrive loud. It leaks. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I watched. Phone records were easy. She never imagined I'd look. The messages weren't explicit. They didn't need to be. Timing is a language of its own. I hired a private firm. Quiet, clean, expensive. Paid in cash from an account she'd never noticed. The irony tasted metallic. I attended dinners with her again. Smiled. Listened, let her talk about vision and loyalty while her hand rested on her phone like a secret. Inside, I built a timeline. The affair began 3 months before my termination. The board meetings without me. The consultant who became essential. The night she didn't come home and said the hotel was booked. I requested a DNA test, not for a child, for an idea. The company I now ran, her competitor, had been courting me for years. She knew that. She thought she'd neutralized the threat by cutting me loose. She didn't realize she'd freed me. Every document I touched felt heavier. Every smile from her felt rehearsed. I kept my voice level, my eyes calm. Storms are quieter before they break. The report arrived on a Tuesday, encrypted, 27 pages. Emails, transfers, insider leaks. Her lover wasn't just a lover. He was feeding her company my strategies, my old ones, through me, using intimacy as extraction, using me as the bridge. I invited her to lunch, neutral ground, glass walls, witnesses everywhere. She smiled like nothing was wrong. I slid the folder across the table, no words. She opened it. Page 1, page 2. Her breath changed. Her fingers trembled, just once. This isn't, she started. I raised a hand, not angry, controlled. Page 14, I said. She went pale. That page showed the money trail, the consultant, the affair. The betrayal doubled back on itself. She looked up at me, eyes wet, searching for something. Mercy, maybe. I felt nothing. I already knew, I said quietly, before you fired me. Her lips parted. Shock finally landed. I let you, I continued. I let you think you won. I explained it like a board presentation, calm, precise. Her lover had been flipped, immunity offered, evidence secured. The competitor, my company now, had filed complaints that morning. Regulators were already knocking. You used me, she whispered. No, I said. You underestimated me. Tears fell. I didn't wipe them. I loved you, she said. Love doesn't require secrecy, I replied. Power does. I stood, straightened my jacket. By the way, I added, almost kindly, your board voted. Her face collapsed inward. I walked away while she was still sitting. That night, I stood alone in my office, top floor, glass everywhere. The city looked smaller from up there. I thought about who I'd been, the man who believed loyalty was mutual.